talk about Kim Kardashian and Tyson Beckford. They apparently had a war of words yesterday on social media due to a picture that Kim Kardashian posted of herself, and it pretty much displayed her atrocity of a body. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's one of the same people that got fake asses and fake hips, but nobody have nothing to say about that because, you know, she's a Kardashian and she's white. However, Tyson Beckford commented and said something about her figure, and it wasn't flattering at all. He basically said that he's not here for the plastic surgery. He's only here for natural women, and it doesn't look good on her, basically. And she responded with, well, we already know why you don't like it, sis, blah, blah, blah. So, as far as I know, earlier yesterday when I first saw the shit online, I know a lot of people were going up for Kim K and the things that she said in regards to him being cis. Now, let's just keep it all the way 100. Tyson Beckford has been rumored to being, you know, a down low ass nigga for a long time now. That ain't nothing new. Everybody been saying it forever. You know what I'm saying? And in the back of my mind, I would hope that he is. But that's neither here nor there. But in my opinion, although I don't like Kim Kardashian, Tyson Beckford didn't really have to say a motherfucking thing about the way her body is shaped. We already know that her body looks a fool, and we already know that she look a fool, but, you know, a lot of these folks are basically Kim Kardashian fans or whatever, and they are going to let her get away with whatever, because I saw a lot of people going up for Kim and what the fuck she said to Tyson, and the same people that was going up for that were the same people that were going in on K. Michelle for calling A1 cis just last week, accusing her of being homophobic for calling him cis. Now, as time has gone on, I've seen a couple of LGBT people go in on Kim Kardashian. Now, one thing I don't like is the double standards. Now, I've seen the majority of people go in on K. Michelle all last week for calling A1 cis, but then I see a lot of the majority going up for Kim K for calling Tyson Beckford cis. And I just feel like at the end of the day, if you're going to bash one person for doing it, you might as well bash the other one for doing it too. Because I just think that a lot of the times the Kardashians gets away with everything. But at the same time, a lot of people feel like this whole calling a man cis is homophobic. Me personally, I just hope that people understand what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of the times we're all way too sensitive about stuff. Way too sensitive. I don't feel like Kim calling Tyson Beckford cis is homophobic. And I don't think that K. Michelle calling A1 cis is homophobic. This is how I see it. If a nigga acting like a bitch, then that's what he should be called out for, is being a bitch. So if A1 is out here reading like a queen and acting like a damn cis, acting like a little bitch, then okay, you reading me, sis. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different from a female calling a nigga a bitch. If you acting like a girl, then okay, sis, whatever. Just like Tyson Beckford, he was being real catty when he commented on the Kim Kardashian's post. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like he should have kept what the fuck he said to himself. So I don't necessarily feel like, you know, it's necessarily homophobic. I just feel like they just calling these men what they see. And if they acting like a bitch, then they are acting like a cis. Honestly, they're acting like a bitch. But in some ways, I can kind of understand why people may feel like it. Because, you know, at the same time, it's like when you going at a man, the first thing you do is call him gay, like that's supposed to be something he should be ashamed of. So I understand that, but it's a lot of things that I just don't really give a fuck about. And in some instances, I do get what they're saying, but in a sense, I feel like if they acting like a bitch, then they should be called one. And if calling them cis is basically equivalent to calling them a bitch, in my opinion, that's how I feel. Like, if they acting like a cis, then they should be called one. You know what I'm saying? If you acting like a girl, you acting like a bitch, then that's what you need to be called. That's just how I feel. I don't feel like it's homophobic. And like I said, a lot of things really don't offend me like that. Like, some things that offend other people really don't offend me. And that's just me, personally. A lot of things I don't really give a fuck about. Like, when I saw K. Michelle calling A1 sis, I didn't feel no type of way about it because I felt like he was being a bitch. Just like with Kirk, when he came at K. Michelle about Rashida, and she said all the stuff that she said about her husband's a girl and all of this stuff. I didn't feel like she was being homophobic. She calling him out for what he is. He came up approaching a woman like a bitch. So that's what he should be called. Just like Tyson Beckford coming on another woman's body like a bitch. So that's why he got called sis. I honestly feel like people are overly sensitive. It's like everything is so sensitive. Like, you know, just like even with the roach comment, you know what I'm saying? I never felt like it was... At first, I never thought it was a derogatory term. Honestly, I just feel like if you calling someone a roach, I mean, you calling them a roach because you feel like they beneath you or they ain't shit. And roaches ain't shit, so that's why you called them a roach. Or, for example, when the gays went up in arms because Nene called someone a queen, I didn't know that was a derogatory term. Honestly, I just thought faggot was a derogatory term. I never saw queen as a derogatory term. You know what I'm saying? Because the person that she called a queen, I saw him as a fucking queen. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, in a sense, it's basically like, just like black folks, we call each other nigga, but we don't want someone outside of our race calling us a nigga. So it's probably like this with the gay community. We can call each other sis, but a straight bitch can't call us sis, or can't use the word sis in that manner. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how I'm looking at it, from all sides of the spectrum, honestly. But I personally don't feel offended because she called him sis. I just feel like if he was acting like a bitch, then sis is equivalent to being a bitch, so that's what I'm calling him. I didn't feel like she was attacking him for being gay, so to speak. I don't know. But, or maybe, you know, I don't know. That's just how I see it. Leave your comments below. Let's have a warm discussion about it. And let's agree to disagree if we don't agree. And thank you guys for watching. All my social media is at the bottom. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.